So look, somebody asked me a very simple thing, and I gave him a very simple answer. He said, what is the main condition for or one of the main condition for a sinful person to be saved by Amida? And I said that is to accept himself as a sinful person, who accept himself. This is I think most important. If you think if you don't think yourself to be a sinful person, a person with limitation, with a lot of limitation, a person who can't attain nirvana, then Jodo Shinshu is not for you. So I think this is very important, you know, because many people nowadays don't like to be called sinful persons, or don't like to accept themselves as being sinful persons. And sometimes they come to Jodo Shinshu temples and to Buddhism in general, not to seek for salvation, but for justification. They want to receive, they want to justify themselves and their blind passions through the Dharma, through the Buddhist temples, even through Amida's compassion. You know, they use the Amida's compassion to justify themselves. But Amida Buddha doesn't agree with us, with our sinful ways. Amida Buddha didn't make the primal vow in order to say that you guys are all good. You are good and wonderful. No, he made it because he knows that we are sinful people, very limited karmic, very limited beings, and incapable to save ourselves. This is why. So the fact that Amida Buddha saves us is not a justification for us. No. We should not use Amida's indiscriminate salvation, non-discriminative salvation, in order to justify ourselves. And I think you can easily see these people, you can easily identify these people by the fact that they don't like to be called sinful people. You know, they don't like to say that what they do, how they live, how they make sex sometimes, how they drink, how they do this or that. It's a sinful way of life according to Buddhism. They don't accept Buddhist morality. They don't like that the Buddhist morality tells them you are a bad person, you are an evil person. Why? And if they don't accept themselves to be evil, they can't be saved. This is extremely important. You know? Yes. If you think you are all good, then you don't need salvation. What do you guys think?
I think this is clear with a lot of Buddhists who say that if we could just overcome our hang-ups and our hardships and our doubts and fears and whatnot, and just turn to our own Buddha nature within, then this too would be the pure land, and we would be Buddhas. And a comment like that, which is used a lot among various Buddhists, shows that a total lack of understanding, not only of the concept of the Dharma ending age of Mapo, but of what the Saha realm is and why we are here and what it is composed of. The Saha realm is the burning house in the Dharma scriptures. Shakyamuni compared it to himself as a father begging his children who are oblivious to the fact they're in a burning house to come out of the burning house that's burning around them. And it is the realm of suffering and desire. And these are dharmic components to samsara. Our samsaric existence is not just a state of mind, it's a karmic reality. And just admitting that I am a sinful person with evil thoughts, that only requires very little self-examination on my part. And I would rather face the facts, and I had to come to that point in my life where I had to sit down with myself, take a good hard look at myself and say, okay, who am I? What does all this mean? And eventually that led me to Buddhism, which led me to Chinese Nimbutsu practice, which led me to Paul Roberts group, which, you know, in which I received Shinja. But, you know, that's why the world is the way it is today. We have a lot of narcissists who think they're gods and they know best and they know what everyone needs and what is best for them. And it's called delusion. It's called self-deception. So I look at Jodo Shinshu as the perfect religion, the perfect form of Buddhism, at least as it pertains to me, because of its simplicity and its focus on faith. You know I cannot achieve anything great in and of myself because of my karmic past. And you know, it's just facing facts is what it is.
Yes. What do you think, Hozan?
I think Joshin said a beautiful statement.
Yes. I don't know what to say also after
I
said.
can't think of any topics. Forgive me.
No problem, no problem. It's just good to be together here, and
Yes, it
that's
is.
enough for me.
I love
We can
this.
also keep the silence, and I would be still happy. Shingyo said something, but let
I
me
love
see.
what Shingo says.
Shingyo said, trying to save ourselves by relying on our own strength is like pulling ourselves by the hair, pulling us out of a swamp in which we are sitting up to, wait a second, to our ears. Yes.